Just looks as though, and large action straight into the lead. 11 flights this time in the Coopers and Lightbrand Ascot hurdle. Call My Guest as second, a tour third, and then Morley Street and Oh So Risky. All safely over the first. Large action from Call My Guest, the sheepskin noseband. Then a tour, Morley Street and Oh So Risky. It's the race now towards the third. Round the home turn for the first time, and large action and Jamie Osborne taking him along from Call My Guest and a tour, then Morley Street and Oh So Risky. Readapted to hurdles very quickly after jumping fences for the only time in public, this leader. Large action over the third. Jumps it neatly from Call My Guest, a tour towards the near side. Not a lot between the first three now, and then come Morley Street and Oh So Risky. Over the fourth, large action from a tour now second, then Call My Guest. Old Man Morley Street, the 11-year-old, and then Oh So Risky. They'll pass the winning post with another complete circuit. Large action, bidding for his 12th success in 19 races, and Jamie Osborne looking for his 30th Ascot winner in the last 5 years. Runs down now to the next flight down towards Swinley Bottom. Remember, there's an extra flight here now, introduced at the previous meeting. Number 5 this is, of the 11. Large action from a tour and Call My Guest. Large action, red from a tour, Call My Guest, Oh So Risky and Morley Street together. Large action comes down to number 6. Measures it beautifully. A tour, Call My Guest, and Oh So Risky and Morley Street. Coming to number 7. Large action, jumping very smoothly in the lead from a tour, Call My Guest, Oh So Risky. Jamie has a look over his left shoulder, and Morley Street just the back marker of the quintet in the absence of Putty Road. Large action from a tour. 4 left to jump. Call My Guest in third. Oh So Risky travelling well in 4, and Morley Street still going well in behind him. Racing towards the fourth last now. Large action from a tour. Call My Guest, Oh So Risky and Morley Street. Large action from a tour, Call My Guest, a little bit clumsy at that one, Call My Guest, then Oh So Risky and Morley Street. As they race down to the third last, and large action jumps it from a tour. Morley Street making ground towards the right of the picture as we see them. Oh So Risky still on the bridle, just in behind the leaders as they come now towards the next, and quite a long run to it, and it's large action from a tour. Back in second, Morley Street towards the right, Oh So Risky far left. Back in fifth now is Call My Guest, racing towards the second last flight now in the Coopers and Lightbrand Ascot hurdle. Large action from that tour. Making ground over on the far side is Oh So Risky, with Morley Street not out of it. And Jamie Osborne right over on the stand side now towards the right of the picture on large action at the second last flight. He jumps it too clear of a tour, and Oh So Risky a faller there. Oh So Risky has gone, and they're coming down towards the final flight. Large action being pressed by a tour on the far side. Large action by a length from a tour. Old Morley Street back in third. Large action holding a tour as they race up towards the line. A tour still delivering a challenge, but Large Action is going to hold him as they come to the line. Large Action wins the Coopers and Librand. Second is Tour, and third is Morley Street. And fourth was Call My Guest, and happy to say that Oh So Risky is up on his feet all right, and so is Richard Dunwoody. So the result: first, number 4, Large Action, owned by Mr. B.T. Stuart Brown, trained by Oliver Sherwood, his 13th winner at Ascot in the last 5 years, Oliver, and ridden by Jamie Osborne. A double for him this afternoon. Second was number 2, Tour, owned by the Oh So Rosy Partnership, trained by David Ellsworth and ridden by Paul Holly. And third was number 5, Morley Street, owned by Michael Jackson Bloodstock Limited, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Graham Bradley, with fourth, Call My Guest, and Large Action installed, the 4-to-1 favourite for the champion hurdle by Ladbrokes. Gets a 5-to-1 quote from Coral, but 15-to-8 on this afternoon.